SHAREfactory is an interesting game with a bunch of little interesting quirks. Hello ladies and gents, this is New the Gaming New, and today we're going to be taking a look at SHAREfactory EX. While this will be a quick review, that doesn't actually detract from the game itself, being a classic arcade dogfight simulator along the lines of the classic Ace Combat series and Afterburner series. However, unlike those, this one is not exactly go through a stage from point A to point B. Haven't had very many stages that are like that actually, with a lot of close area, close-knit combat in various constructed areas that have obstacles and objectives. You do have to dogfight your way through the enemies as they circle around you and can sometimes try to trick you. While you do have a mech type mode that does allow you to hover around and try to focus on getting the job done, most of the game will be spent trying to stay in a jet fighter type combat mode that allows you to have high speed and dodge attacks pretty easily while continuing to try to fight and take out objectives. The game is definitely fast paced for the most part and isn't necessarily for everyone for that reason, as not everybody enjoys fast paced games. If you have the hand-eye coordination and enjoy high-speed combat, then you might have a lot to enjoy here as well. It is definitely important to note that there's not that many games that are this fast-paced, and while the game does have some customization to it, I haven't noticed anything that changes cosmetically, aside from the weapons you can change and what abilities that they give you on your vector. It's still a pretty decent little bit as it is. While most of the stages just consist of objectives or enemies, it's always important to note that there are various types of objectives, such as destroy the payload, save the agent, destroy a certain enemy, destroy all enemies. There are boss fights that are called last stands, where you do have to 1v1 a particular NPC. There is a story mode to the game, even though the story mode is not extremely deep. It is definitely present and welcome. Then you can go online in multiplayer deathmatch modes that are objective based or team based that honestly get absolutely insane when you fight against players that know what they're doing. The game is incredibly fast paced, as you already can tell, and in PvP that definitely shows. So if you're looking to really grab hold of that old classic fast-paced dogfight feel, then this could be an interesting and refreshing experience for you. However, if you never really cared for flight simulators in the first place, or never really got into that kind of thing, and you don't really like games being too fast-paced, this may not be a good game for you. The speed can either be an enjoyable experience or an aggravating one depending on the player. Well, that's been a quick look at SHAREfactory EX. I appreciate everybody for coming by and watching the video, and you all, have a wonderful day.